I'd love to know your perspective from a veteran's position, certainly since the Saints do have the Packers week 1. There's a ton of time between now and then, obviously. But I wonder what you guys think from afar, watching this play out with a quarterback, certainly that you have defended against quite a bit in the 21st century situation in the business of the NFL, Malcolm.
Has he made any news yet? I haven't paid attention to it much. I know, he was putting his foot down and wanted out. Has there been any movement on that?
There has been zero movement. He did not show up this week, and Jordan Love said he will be 100% ready should he get the call week 1 against you and the Saints.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think, players, you're starting to see more of it. Players have the leverage to do, what's best for them in their career. And I think he's obviously, one of the top quarterbacks, top 3 quarterbacks, if not the top quarterback in this league. And if he feels like he, hadn't been done right by the teams, and, he has every right to do, what he wants to do. We see the same thing with Deshaun Watson. And I think that kind of leverage is, as a player, I'm happy that guys are taking it upon themselves and putting, using the power that they have, because we've surely seen teams, on the other foot do the same to players, cut players mid-contract, trade them, and have at it. And to see a player reversing that role, I think it's encouraging.
Why do you think it's happening more in the NFL now? Because we've seen it in the NBA quite a bit, and I've had so many conversations with NFL players saying, hey, we see in the NBA it's a player-driven league, and obviously in the NFL there are some players that drive revenue, drive wins more than losses. Why do you think we're seeing more of this in the NFL now, Malcolm?
Yeah, Jenkins? I think we're starting to see the business of the NFL is booming. All right, you look at the new TV deals. Every year, we are the highest grossing sport in America. And we wear helmets for a living. And now our individual players are starting to get, more notoriety, more, access and leverage off of the field. And with that comes more power at the negotiating table. And I think once you start to see a couple guys push against the establishment, obviously, you start to create a pathway for other guys to see, that they can do it as well. And, in the NBA, like I said, you have a league that's player-driven because they understand the value. They understand that they are the product. And I think the NFL has been, or the NFL players have kind of been late to the party on that curve. It's a little bit different dynamics in our league, but you're starting to see that shift as well in the mindset of today's athlete.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.